Hello everybody, and I am Ota, and welcome. So today, Metabuff dropped one of their, it's not a release trailer, but it's basically an information trailer on what they're planning to do with the game, and the direction they're going with and where they're at with it. So I guess an information trailer is probably what best describes it, but there's probably an actual name out there, I don't know what it is. So bear with me in the fact that I don't know things, so not that you really come here for me to know things to begin with. Alright, so today I'm gonna go over a few things that I liked in the trailer, and then a few things that I didn't like to find, and it's just me going over the things I liked, I didn't like. Unfortunately, I do not know a way to get a hold of the video they used, and I don't know if I technically could. I'm not all caught up on that technical copyright stuff, so I'll be using this very clearly laggy gameplay from some point in some time. I don't remember where. So please feel free to enjoy the lagged out gameplay in the background instead of the video I had intended to show you. So, some of the things that I actually enjoyed while I was watching the video was that, of course, just like everyone else, I very much enjoyed the skins. They looked amazing. Unfortunately, there was one thing I didn't like, and that was the appearance of the heroes. Now, I know it's weird saying that, but anyone who played it before they all got reworked, physically, personally, I like the grittier style. I didn't like when they went and baby-faced everything. I didn't like when they baby-faced Muriel. I didn't like it when they did the Sparrow. Twin Blast had 3 or 4 iterations, so it really wasn't that big of a deal, but when they went through and babyfaced a lot of them, I didn't really like it personally too much. Like I said, I like the grittier style. That's what drew me into Paragon to begin with. So, but I said that's just an opinion I have. Take it, leave it. It's not really big deal. Another thing I didn't like is the fact that the map size looked, and I could be wrong, because you only get the little bit of I can't say you get a little bit of look, but you get a good enough look at it, and with the spacing of the towers and the inhibs, it looks roughly about the size of what Monolith did. But we don't know the actual scaling yet, so it could be the size of Legacy and just they have the pads for the turrets, the towers, and the inhibitors are just really, really big. That is a possibility, but Monolith's map always felt pretty small, especially to those of us that played on Legacy. Now, that's pretty much all the negative stuff I had to say about it. Is other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed what I saw during the trailer. Um, let's go with the raptor statues that are on the map. Because if you go through and watch the trailer, which I really wish I had the video to show exactly what I'm talking about, the raptor statues look really good. They're really nice add-on details. I thoroughly enjoy it. The map itself is stunning to look at. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you watch the trailer and you go through it, you can see all the elevation that is what we wanted and what we still want. So it looks really good. Now, one thing I had to pay close attention to with the towers is there is a couple of scenes where howitzers going after a tower, and I noticed it the first time I watched it. So I was like, "Hang on, I gotta pause this. I gotta back it up a little bit." I almost said rewind, like it's a VHS tape. For anyone that knows what an actual VHS tape is and looks like, and how much of a pain they were, go ahead and leave like a thumbs up in the comments or something. Don't actually like the video just because of it, or just leave 3 letters say VHS just for the giggles. Uh, Anyways, back to what I was talking about. How and Howitzer went in to attack the tower. One thing that I saw that I thoroughly enjoyed to see is Howitzer took 2 to 3 hits. I believe it was 3 hits, and he actually took a good amount of damage. However, in saying that, I don't really know what level he was. I don't know anything else other than that. But the fact that he lost, I don't want to say 3/4 health out of 3 hits, but he lost a decent amount of health by 3 hits. But he was also a little bit low. But it looks like the towers do damage. and they don't just throw marshmallows at you, which was a big problem at the end of Legacy and basically all the way through Monolith, from what I remember. So that was a really good one for me. Um, Unfortunately, they didn't have anything about their card or their item system. I think they are going with an item system instead of what Paragon had with the card system. I don't really remember if they said anything about that. I just know they'll be releasing it within, I think they said like the next 5 days, or, because I think they say I have 10 videos, and I think the release date's every 5 days or something like that. I can't really remember. I watched it earlier today, and I took forever getting to make this. Took forever to get to making this video. Now, there is two things I am very, very excited for. But one of them is, like they said in the video, is not a guarantee. But they did get an approval email from Sony. And for those of you who knows what that means, it means that Metabuffs Studios has had the green light ish, because I don't know the way all this works, so don't get too excited if what I say turns wrong. But from what I understand, they've been cleared to have it on PlayStation. So for all of us that were on console, that is a big win for us. Because a lot of them right now, and I'm pretty sure even Metabuff with Core, isn't looking at getting it out to the console first. But the fact that they're the first ones to say, yeah, we've been approved, that's big. So definitely, I'm looking for that. I'm definitely looking forward to that all the way through. And then very possibly the absolute one thing I want to try to do for all of these. I think it's 4 now. I think for all 4 is I want to try to get into the pre-alpha. Whether or not it happens, or if I can even just get one of them. I mean, because you realize, even if I do get into them, they're probably going to have an NDA, which means I won't be able to say anything about it, because I know Paragon did for a while when it was in pre-alpha. But other than that, the pre-alpha testing, the closed alpha, is going to have 10,000 players. That's a lot of players for just a pre-alpha. And that's big. And thankfully I do have a PC that it only took me, I don't know how long to get a hold of one that can actually run anything decent. And before anyone jumps on me, which I doubt they will, because about 3 people will see this anyways, I don't edit on the PC because I haven't figured out how to do much on the PC except download stuff. Mainly Steam and Steam. So other than that, I definitely want to try to get into some of these. I'm sure everyone who watches this video is really going to want to get in on any of these too. But the fact that they boosted it to 10,000 from the 1,000 that they originally had is just massive jump. And that is actually a really good thing in my opinion, because, and like they say in the video, 1,000 players isn't really enough to get a good set of data from, because you're going to have the people who are wanted to get in there just to get in there to see the game beforehand, and who really kind of aren't there to go, okay, here's a problem, here's an issue, this and that. They're not going to be trying to figure things out. They're just going to be trying to learn the game, which isn't a bad thing, because that's what I did with Paragon. That's how I jumped in. I bought one of the Founders Pack. I bought the $20 Founders Pack. And that's what started me on it. I mean, the game was bare bones at best when I first started, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was looking for. It was just something I got into to start playing. That's all it was. So, with them having 10... Let me get back to where I'm going at. with them having 10,000 players, it's going to be a wider variety of numbers that they can pull from to get what they want. And what they want, from what I understand, is to make a game for the community that was Paragon and is going to be the Metabuff, the core community. Haha, funny, I just realized that. Core community. But the main people are going to be playing the game. And from what it sounds like, they're going to be balancing the whole game from top to bottom. Which is really good, because that's kind of where Epic, one of the things where I think where Epic went wrong. Which I think I'm going to do a whole video on what I think helped kill Paragon by Epic's thing. Anyways, but yeah, definitely. I am really excited. This news made me really happy. So like I said, the skins were amazing. They had ones in there that we hadn't got a hold of. They had some of the, I think it was the, I don't want to be incorrect in saying this, but I'm going to. I think they had, it was a Chinese, I don't want to say New Year, but I think it was a Chinese holiday set of skins for some of the heroes. I could be wrong on that. Probably am. But I've seen some of those. I've seen a couple for Chimera. One for Chimera I don't think I've seen before. But I just hope they take it. This is only supposed to be a few minutes long, and it's like pushing 12. This is definitely one of my longer videos. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off here before I just keep ranting. So this is... I almost did it again. For any of you who have watched my videos before, you know my channel name used to be Jedi Master Oda. For those of you that haven't seen the video, I changed my name because I changed my channel name because people were having a really hard time finding my channel. The name was super long, it was super complicated. You'd go through 5-6 different things before you even found mine, so I had to change it. So with that, this is Ota, and I will see you, hopefully, if you're lucky and or unlucky enough to find this video, in the next one. Bye-bye. Both of you, shut up.